QR code, hsn.com, free app, or you can give us a call at the 800 number at the bottom of your screen. But those are the quicker ways to do it, is online. All right, let's move into a pretty big collection here. My goodness, we're gonna do, wow, we have 100 of these? We have about 100 of these to go around? 86. We had 100
14.
like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, we sold 14 on the preview.
This is every single one of the John F. Kennedy half dollars. And
what we call a year date set.
We learned earlier that this is going to be it for 2025. It'll be off for 2026.
That's right. There's no Kennedy no Kennedy on the half dollar for 2026.
Okay.
2027, they're going to bring him back. From what I've heard, he's going to be completely redesigned and facing the other way, maybe.
Oh, wow.
But they're not 100% sure.
Okay.
That's 2 years away. I mean, for the Mint, that's an eternity.
So you get everything you see in these containers, holding it this way, in this beautiful, look at this, gorgeous piano finish. What would you spend just for this, $100?
$100 bucks, yeah. $100 bucks for the box.
That is incredible. All of this today, $140 on FlexPay if you want to get this. We have VIP financing on this, by the way. Just want to throw that out there. If you use the HSN credit card or even the QVC card, you get a full 12 months. It would be $35 a month interest-free.
Wow. And you can
them
own
all from, what
the
is this?
entire
1964
to 2025.
Wow.
1964 to 2025. And by the way, 64, 65, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 70, these are all silver coins. Those are all silver coins that you have up there. Coin by coin, you know, you're looking at about $600, $650 if you try to find these coin by coin out there. Then you got to find the box, and you got to get the airtight holders. Once again, are you know, the airtight holders on these are 79 cents a piece, I think, for half dollars. And so you have 60 of those, so you got 40. So you got $150 in packaging.
Alone.
$150 in packaging. Then you have to find the coins. Now, here's the thing that most people don't know. In 2001, they stopped releasing the Kennedy half dollar into circulation. You could only buy them from the Mint in either bags or rolls.
In 2001?
2001.
Wow.
So if you get a Kennedy half dollar at your bank, they're all going to be from the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Okay.
Okay? 70s, 80s, and 90s. There are not going to be any 60s because those are all silver. Those have been picked out. But these right here, they're all going to be 70s, 80s, and then in 2001, you have to buy bags or rolls. So it's almost, it becomes nearly impossible to put these together. Very, very difficult to put these together, to be able to do these Kennedy half dollar sets. To be able to get each one of these in gem brilliant uncirculated condition, one for every year. And then, so I put these in. We usually run these about 5 or 6 times a year. Okay. I bring them in 100 at a time. We sell them out every single solitary time. That was before, and this is the same price I had the last time and the time before. That was before we got the information literally 5 days ago that this is the end of this Kennedy half dollar design, that this now is the entire collection of Kennedy half dollars. And we've even included the 2025 in this. We've even included the 2025 in this. That very last year, that one happens to be a Denver Mint. So to be able to get this, and we only had, what, 8 dozen, not even 7 dozen of these to go around to start with. We started with 100. We sold 15 or 16 just by mentioning it.
That's right.
Now, as we're talking about this, and like I said, coin by coin, so this coin's $65. These coins are $30 a piece.
That's incredible.
And this, actually, this coin's $75. That's the most expensive coin. That's the 1970. Only comes in the Denver Mint. Never released into circulation, only came out of a mint set. That's a $75 coin. Man. So that's 100, that's 200, $250 on that top row.
And these are all silver.
Those are all silver.
Yeah.
That's right. 90% here, 40% for all the rest of them. Wow. But that's about $200 to $250 coin by coin, just that top row. So now add the top row and the packaging, and you're at our price. We're going to insist you take the other 50 coins, though.
Wow.
Okay? And if you go out there and look at them, you know, generally speaking, you're looking at, you know, $6.95, $7.95, $9.95, $12.95 per coin that you get out there to be able to get these in brilliant uncirculated condition. Like I said, a complete year-date set, every single year represented of the Kennedy half dollar. And there you can see the bicentennial is in there as well. So that's a pretty cool coin that we have within the bicentennial coins in there. And so when you look at this, And you have the fact that we had 100, we had 80, we're probably down to about 60 or 55 or 60 right now, with probably just about enough people on the phone to just about take these out. And then with the news that the Kennedy half dollar, as we know it, is ending in 2025, you know, that's the very last one of the design that Kennedy half dollar has had since 1964. They are taking Kennedy and the presidential seal off the half dollar for next year. So it is a complete gone. No Kennedy, no presidential seal. That's what the reverse is. And one of the reasons people say, why'd they use the presidential seal? Well, you remember, President Kennedy was assassinated November 22nd, 1963. And so we rushed to memorialize him. It was a different thing back then. They would have to bring in a sculptor and have a whole thing sculpted and then take it into a die. So they had to use existing images. This was the presidential seal, which they had, and this was his design from his inaugural medallion. Okay, not a coin. And then they went to Jackie Kennedy and said, do you like this design? She says, yeah, you got to put some more hair in there. Okay, you got to get a little bit more hairlines. And if you look and notice, let's take these two coins, see if we can see that. So look at the 1964 and the 2025. If you'll notice, you should be able to see more hairlines in the 1964 than the 2025. See how they're kind of blended in right there and they're more individual up there?
That's fabulous.
And the reason is it just became harder to make the coin, so they took the hair away.
Something had to go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you are trying to get through, don't forget, you do get the display and storage box as well, which is a big deal. Especially customized, custom fit. This is about $100 value here in and of itself. And then basic rules of supply and demand, right? With that news that this is the last year you're going to see the Kennedy half dollar this way, demand goes up, but supply is staying the same. So what's logically going to happen next time that Mike's able to even, first of all, curate this set and then bring it in maybe 100 or so? Price has to go up. So this is, again, perfect opportunity. Grab your HSN credit card if you have it, or even the QVC card. VIP financing on this set. What that means is you've now gone from 3 interest-free payments to 12 interest-free payments. That means $35 a month. It's not layaway. Again, it's sent immediately to you, and you get to secure yours, get it at today's price, get it home, and then every month, that's an interest-free monthly payment. So as long as that is paid off within that 12-month time frame. But who else would do that?
No, as a matter of fact,
all of this?
One of the interesting things that coin dealers call me all the time, and one of the things, we talk all the time, and one of the #1 questions I get is they go, how do you do VIP financing? Give them the coins, give them either 12 months or 18 months, depending on price, to be able to do that. And I said, I'll be honest with you, it's, I'll tell you, this is kind of the inside scoop. It's magic.
Pretty much.
Okay, it's just magic. Because there's nobody, nobody, I don't care, you talk about these guys, biggest coin,
not for something
nobody
like
does
this,
VIP financing.
especially.
Any coins.
This isn't a mattress.
We're not talking about, you can't find somebody else who do this with a $25 coin.
Wow.
Okay?
You're right.
HSN, we are the only place that will let you build your collection like this. Interest-free financing. Okay, this one's 12 months. Is that correct? 12 months.
12 months. Yep.
12 month
$35
a month. Understand what that means. Understand what that opportunity is. Understand, that what this is this opportunity. Let me see this box just for a second.
So
if you don't mind. So I want to show you how it comes to you.
Okay.
So if you want to grab that little holder thing there. Yeah, these are going to sell out, obviously. If you're not on the phone the next.
On this?
Yeah.
Rob?
3 dozen left.
3 dozen.
So that goes in there.
That's perfect.
And then that goes in there.
Look at that. Custom fit. Beautiful box. That piano finish is stunning. And
then it has these 2 little tabs.
And then each one of these separately sealed and encapsulated.
Oh, yeah. Each one comes in its own individual airtight holder. Pop it right out.
Fabulous.
You don't have to worry. Every single one of them, Gem Brilliant Uncirculated. You have the complete, last time I sold this, I couldn't say this. The first time I could ever say it. This is a complete Type 1 Kennedy set.
There you go.
By year. Gem Brilliant Uncirculated, year-date Kennedy set. We had no idea.
And yet it's at the same price that it was even last year before you even had the 2025.
Now here's the problem. Next time I have it, it'll probably go up a little bit.
Okay.
Dealers will start charging a little bit extra. The 2012, the 82, 83, 2012, 2013s, those are kind of the key dates out of that. And like I said, this is the way it comes to you. It's just so nice. Isn't that fabulous?
And I imagine every time you make one of these sets, it's like the rarity, more and more and more, especially this whole top row here.
Yep.
All
Because
silver.
now with silver at a 15-year high, they're melting these.
Wow.
You know, they're melting those.
Yeah, you gotta grab this.
So, you know, literally the set becomes rarer every single solitary day is what it comes down to. So these are gonna sell out. You got probably about a minute, I would say.
Yeah.
Maybe a minute to
and
get on the phone.
packaging alone, if you miss that part, I mean, even just to get the box, to get these little, what do you call these?
Airtights.
Airtights in
Airtight
there.
holders.
You think about this, to be able to collect all of these too, but before you've even counted the coins, we're looking at $150 worth of packaging alone, and that's all coming included here. Never mind the value of just the top, having the top coins there.
That's right, all the silver coins.
I love the presentation on this. We've got a minute and a half left before we have to move on or sell out, whichever comes first.
I think the sellout
It's been a very busy night. I mean, it's interesting. Coin collecting, it doesn't change with the tides. It's like, if anything, more people start to invest in money.
Look, if you're gonna collect something, and everybody collects something,
Why not money?
Might as well be money.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, at the end of the day, might as well be money.
But I love the storytelling of it all too. I mean, even if you're here watching and you're a novice at this, just to hear about the process and the stories behind it, the rarity of these pieces, I mean, it really does make it an enjoyable show, but we do something that nobody else does where we can get this to you, we can do flex payments, we can do VIP financing. Mike's been here with us, what, 25 plus years. We've had coins here for 30